What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 6 battle for the PCL. Today we're facing off against Serene Grace, coach of the Chicago Shaymin Sky. She's a pretty good battler from what I've heard. I haven't heard too much about her, but I know she's doing okay. I think she's 1-4, but she has a really interesting team. And honestly, our matchup is pretty good here, outside of a few things, just because of the way they interact with specific combos that we have, namely her Silvally. If it's Silvally Electric, which I definitely expect to be coming, it's a really good answer to our Coco Lucha core. She does have the Gigalith, which is a really good answer to our Victini. Scissor's priority is really strong against us. Naganadel is a monster, but I'll just go over the teams as a whole first before I get into any more of that. So our opponent has a team of Scissor, Rotom Wash, Gardevoir, Shaymin with Z-moves, Silvally, Hitmonchan, Naganadel, Mamoswine, Z-Talonflame, Gigalith, and Mega Sableye. Now the team that we have is Tapu Koko, Hawlucha, Nidoqueen, Snorlax, Alolan Persian, Gourgeist, Victini, Skarmory, Alolan Raichu with Z-moves, Manaphy with Z-moves, and Mega Altaria. Give me a second, there's a phone ring, I will be right back. And we're back. So the team that I brought this week is very interesting. I really tried to be kind of, I guess, fancy with it. And when I say fancy, I just mean like stupid, almost. So the first mon we have is Victini. It is Choice Banded because Adamant Banded V-Create just kills everything. We have speed for base 80s. I could have had enough speed for Silvally, but I feel like it wouldn't have been necessary just because, well, I don't think she's going to run defense or speed on her Silvally because she needs the defense to deal with Hawlucha and Coco. But it OHKOs max HP Mamoswine, max HP Sableye. It always 2-KOs max Rotom, which is insane. So it's a really, really strong mon. The only thing that's going to be hurting this thing is the Gigalith and potentially the speed drops. That's what really hurts this mon. Next up though, we have our Manaphy, which is just max speed in case of Shaymin. I forgot to even go over the moves. So yeah, actually, you know what? I won't go over the moves because we have a replay against her after. So yeah, just V-Create, Admin V-Create. Our Manaphy has Tail Glow and Surf, obviously, and coverage moves. We then have our Coco here, which has speed for the Naganadel, and it's really strong here. It's just got 4 coverage moves, and that's it. We then have our Hawlucha, which is speed for base 80s without Unburden, and speed for Scarf Naganadel with Unburden. So it's pretty important. Yeah, obviously we're not 2-KO'd by certain attacks because I can invest in a defense with the extra HP, and I get the +1 defense from the Electric Seed. After that, we have, I'm just trying to make sure, if my screen is on the right thing. I don't know if this makes a difference for you guys. No, I don't think it's enough of a difference. It doesn't matter. Next up, though, we have our Skarmory here, which is basically our Mamo check. She didn't even bring the Mamo, so yeah. And basically, I need to make sure I have rocks up on the field. Rocks are super, super important in this game. If I can get rocks up, then we're going to be in an amazing spot. After that, though, we have our Snorlax, and this is the Snorlax. We are running a Belly Drum Snorlax for the first time. I'm so excited to run it. It's a Belly Drum with Recycle and the Figgy Berry and Earthquake and Return, and it's a really good set, and I'm excited to see what we can do with it. But anyways, that's our team. This is the matchup. Our opponent has the Sableye, the Mega Sableye rather, the Silvally, the Scizor, the Talonflame, Rotom Wash, and the Gigalith, and I'm going to lead off with my Victini. It just nukes everything, hoping he leads off with something like, or she leads off rather, with something like the Gigalith, and I can just U-turn out of there, and I can just go into like my Manaphy and set up a Tail Glow or something. But she's actually going to lead off here with Gemlin, which is a really, really unique name. I like that name for the Sableye, and this is going to obviously Mega Evolve and be the Mega Sableye. And I can just click V-Create. V-Create picks up a kill. It 2-KOs something, which is amazing, except for obviously the Gigalith. But still, she stayed in. I'm like, okay, she's going to drop. Cool, I'm happy with that. But no, she's going to reveal the Fake Out. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. It does a decent amount of chip. I mean, it does 13 HP. It's not a crazy amount, but it's like 7%. So I guess so. But she goes into, I guess, Euclase is how you pronounce that, and it's her Shiny Gigalith. I love Shiny Gigalith. A great choice, Sarah. Anyways, so at this point, V-Create comes out, and you're gonna see this is a ton of damage here. This is resisted hits. Victini's only base 100 attack, which is insane. But Banded V-Create, my God, yeah, it's not even half, but still. At this point, I am afraid of the rock move, and obviously I have to be. She's probably just gonna get up rocks, but I can't risk it, so I'm gonna go right into my Manaphy here, and I'm going to fire off the Tail Glow here. Tail Glow is a pretty good play here. I can live 2 hits that she wants to go for, unless she's like Banded or something, or she got a ton of attacking dust, which I don't really expect. I can then just fire off Surfs, and I'll outspeed everything except for the Talonflame, which is very, very big. Just making sure that we can outspeed all of that is huge. Like, she's brought a very slow team, so Manaphy is going to put in a lot of work. But wouldn't you know it here, she's going to bring out the Explosion. Oh my god. The good news is, we live this hit. We lived on 1, but we're gonna go down to sand, and that's just huge. Oh my god. Because here's the thing, had I lived that hit, she would have to gone into the Scizor and click Bullet Punch to KO us, or she would have to go into the Talonflame and either fire off the Z move. Well, no, she's just gonna attack us with like a regular attack, like U-turn or whatever. But it's okay. I go into my Victini here, it's my best play. Take a round of rocks, take a fake out, take some sand, and this is like really starting to chip me down. Like, damn, this is actually hurting me quite a bit. That's unfortunate, and I guess her plan was kind of to whittle me down with sand, so I couldn't really hurt everything. But she's gonna switch out now, and I'm gonna go for the V-Create once again. She goes into Rinse Cycle, which is her Rotom, and again, this is another resisted hit, and look at how much damage this does. This is insane. So Rotom takes, what, like 60% there? That's crazy. And now the issue with this is, I think this is the end of Sand, if I'm mistaken. Right, yeah, so the end of Sand, but the issue is, I don't outspeed a min-speed Rotom now because I'm outspeeding base 80s. I should have done more calcing with the speed drops. That's just on me. I mean, I don't use Victini very often, but I want to make sure, I should have made sure that I had enough speed for that, but it's okay. I can go into my Snorlax here. She's going to be able to go straight for the Volt Switch for free. Volt Switch would have KO'd my Victini either way, and it does a decent chunk of damage to my Snorlax, but now she's going to go into something very surprising, actually. Not into her Talonflame, not into her Scizor, but into her Sableye. And obviously the fake out's coming out. I can go for the belly drum here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I think belly drum here is a really good play for me. It's really helpful to make sure that I can just break through everything. She can't KO me with anything, and besides, I get my berry. And if she goes to the knockoff here, then I'm in a good spot because I get my berry back, and now it's not an item I have anymore. So hopefully she goes for a knockoff here. But you're gonna see after we get to full or near half, she goes to Toxic and she misses. The Toxic there, the miss is big, but I don't really play on it. I'm gonna pause it. So here we go with the Earthquake. A good play could have also been to go for the Recycle and just play off her missing the Toxic. She's got to go for it again and then just go from there. It kind of sucks that I don't know how I would have played that differently. I don't know if I would have gone with the Earthquake, because you're going to see we're actually going to be able to KO this thing. We will always KO a Sableye with our investment. All the time, no matter what. So it drops, especially if it's taking like a round of sand or rocks or whatever it took. So down goes Mega Sableye, and she's got rather 2 of her 6 mons down already. But in comes this thing, and this mon can only kill me if she is Z move. She has to be Supersonic Sky Strike, Z Brave Bird, and I was thinking she wasn't going to be. I knew this thing was coming. This thing is such a huge threat to my team, and she did good to bring it because it beats Hawlucha if Hawlucha's taking some chip damage and it still has rocks up, and she doesn't have rocks up on her side of the field. But this is a roll to KO if she is Z Brave Bird. But I didn't want to go into my Skarmory. Stupid decision. I should have gone to my Skarmory because I could have set up all over the Rotom. I could have set up all over the Silvally, but no. Instead, I basically just sack off my Snorlax and basically let her just. Oh my god! Like, this is an example of not being smart and not understanding what you need to do. My answer to this thing was Skarmory. I should have gone to Skarmory, and I could have then set up my rocks or gone for Brave Bird or whatever move I had. I forget what I had exactly, but yeah, goodbye Snorlax basically, and that really, really sucks. It sucks. And so the reason why I say the Toxic Mix didn't matter is because I didn't play on it. If I had played on it and just gone for like recovers and stuff like that, and like the recycles rather, then she would have like been out of range of the. I would have been out of range of the Z Brave Bird, but the fact that she missed Toxic doesn't mean that I would have been in range of regular Brave Bird at all. So I go into my Skarmory here, and I just want to click the Stealth Rocks as my best play, but she reveals the Flamethrower. I'm like, okay, I didn't expect that. I expected Flare Blitz, but no, Flamethrower comes out. I'm like, okay, did not expect it at all. Damn, that's just dumb of me, and now my Skarmory is basically useless. At this point, again, I make another dumb decision. Instead of sacking off my Skarmory, I decide to go into my Koko right away. And the reason I did that is because I felt like I needed this thing to still deal with the Scizor, which was not the case. So I go into Koko here, and we're gonna take like half or something from the Talonflame's Flamethrower, which is just like that's just 2 bad plays in a row, which really sucks. Anyways, so we're gonna take this hit. It's gonna do a decent chunk of damage to us. We're under half now, and I can just go for the T-Bolt here. As she sends in Rinse Cycle the Rotom, and this is just gonna drop right away to a T-Bolt. It's in terrain. Boosted. She takes rocks as well. She's going down. So yeah, I think we're up now 4-3, if I'm not mistaken. She has her Silvally, she has her Scizor, and she has her, what is it called? Her, oh my god, I'm trying to think of the name. The Talonflame. Now, the Talonflame, it has Rocks Up. There's Rocks Up. She has 2 Defoggers left, so who knows. I just switch out here instead of going for the U-turn because I wanted her to think I was Scarfed. Or potentially Scarfed or maybe Specs or whatever it is. But no, she's going to go for the Defog here, and that's just great play. I wish I'd gone for the U-turn or something there. I would have outspaced. It wouldn't have made a difference, honestly. Just got a bit more chip on it. But it's okay. Skarmory's in. She can now go freely for the T-Bolt. I know it's coming, but it's okay that I've lost. Not like rocks are gone off my field, and that's still like a benefit to me. Obviously, I'd like to get rocks up, and that's what I'm trying to do here. But there's really nothing much that I can set up on unless it's the Scizor. But this is where I wish I had Roost. If I had Roost on this set over my coverage moves, I would be in an amazing spot. But I need to run so much coverage to deal with her team, and she ended up bringing half of it. So in reality, all I needed was T-Bolt and U-turn. So yeah, so we end up getting a bit more chip on the thing, and I can go into my my Skarmory. And the reason I'm doing this is because now I realize I have to sack it off. I have to. And again, if I just sacked all my Skarmory early on, I would have been in such a good spot. But no, I didn't do that. But now I can go into my Victini here. Victini is a monster, and Victini will be able to just click Decreate and claim a kill. No matter what happens, she goes into anything, it drops. So she goes for T-Bolt, and this is again where I realized I messed up big time. I did not think she was going to have any speed investment. She has to have a decent amount too, like over 100 EVs, over 140 I think. I think it's 148 EV she needs, or maybe that's just the speed stat she reaches. But the fact that she outsped me and got that T-Bolt damage off is it's insanely massive. You don't understand. It's so freaking huge because now you're going to see, instead of her having to go for the Brave Bird to KO me, she can just go for the U-turn or the Quick Attack. But like, if she had, like, if I forced her to go for the Brave Bird, then she would have dropped. Like, basically, we would have won that game had I had enough speed there. And this here, sorry, we would have won the game right there had we not have enough speed. In comes Mr. Pinchy though, and this is something interesting. I can now go into World Star my Coco. Obviously, gonna go for Bullet Punch here. No questions. I want to go for the U-turn, and I want to go into my Hawlucha, but I can't do that. I just have to go hard into my Hawlucha, which is exactly what I do here. So in comes Hawlucha. This thing takes 2 Bullet Punches from regular Scizor if he's Choice Banded in terrain, which is important. She's going to go for Bullet Punch here. Bullet Punch is going to do how much to us? We're at 165, we drop down to 114. Pretty easy to take the hit from. I'm going to go for the Roost here and get back to full because I expected her to go hard into the Talonflame and just go for the Brave Bird. Because if I set up a Swords Dance and she goes for Brave Bird, I lose. I was in range. So yeah, instead she gets up to Swords Dance. I'm thinking, okay, this is bad. I'm gonna go for my own Swords Dance here because I don't KO her unless I'm at +2. So Scizor again can just go for the Swords Dance one more time. I don't know why she went for 2 Swords Dance. I think 2 Bullet Punches would have been the smarter play, but fine by me. Now, I think it might be a roll, or we just always live. We live with a sliver of health. Bullet Punch comes out, +4. We're at +1 defense. How much is it going to do? 165 down to 3. Acrobatics comes out, and Acrobatics, since we don't have our item, is going to do double the damage, and goodbye, Mr. Pinchy. So, hey, it's 2-1. We got our Coco in the back. Coco outspeeds Talonflame, unless she goes for like Agility or something, but if she does, she'll drop to the Acrobatics, and we're just in a good spot. She's got to go for the Brave Bird. After this, she won't be able to outspeed because of Gale Wings. It won't be activated anymore because she'll have taken damage. So I'm like, this is cool. We're sitting pretty. But here's the thing, guys. I told you before, I sped crept Naganadel. I didn't speed creep Talonflame. If she, for some reason, decides to be max speed on her Talonflame, which makes no sense, by the way. There's no reason for her to be max speed because there's no reason for her to be max speed. If she was, I mean, I don't know what it would be. Like, she has no need to be it. Everything she would need to hit, like, that's quick is like lower, and she can just invest so much in bulk. But no, we're gonna see what happens. Does my stupidity matter? Does it come to bite me in the ass twice in the same game? Maybe 3 times. Yeah, it does. And that's it. We pick up a loss because your boy decided to do something that he always does right and didn't do it this game. GG to Sarah. I really felt we should have won this game. Like, oh my god. No, there was no hacks involved. Like, there was nothing wrong with how the game was played. How, like, I thought I paused you. I'm sorry. So let's go back to here and just stop it. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with how the game was played. There's nothing wrong with anything like that. It's just, like, even with what she brought a great team. The Giglet set was awesome and really wore me down. But even so, I felt we should have won that game because we played pretty much perfectly to what we needed to do. We used our Victini well. We KO'd what? We broke down the Rotom, we broke down the Gigalith, we KO'd the Silvally, which is a huge check to our Koko Lucha core. We really pressured the Sableye. Our Belly Drum Snorlax put in work, burnt the Z move on the what is it called? On the Talonflame. Like we did good, but we didn't pick up the win. Why? Because I decided it wasn't going to be a good idea to speed creep a Silvally. I decided I had to be adamant instead. Did I have to be adamant? I needed to be adamant to KO to OHKO the Sableye if he wasn't max, if he was just max HP, or if she was just max HP. Maybe I could have gone Jolly, okay, but then there was the Koko. I was thinking in my head before the game, like, I wouldn't ever need to, like she wouldn't have enough speed. No, there's no reason for her. And then after the fact, after the game, she's like, yeah, I don't know why I was max speed. I just went 252, 252. I probably shouldn't, but I just did. And like it's killer. But even so, with all of that, the fact that I didn't sack off my Skarmory to the what is this thing called? To the Talonflame after I got up my rocks, that played a role too. If I just sacked it off, go into my Koko, click U-turn as she has to go into something else, obviously the game changes, but oh man, that's just, it's big. And then there was again where I take extra T-Bolt damage, because if I didn't take that extra T-Bolt damage from the Silvally Electric, which is stab and into rain, to my Koko, I would have been out of range of the flamethrower. So just little stupid mistakes all around that really are they just costing me big time. That's just how it is. I mean, this loss could really come back to bite us. If we don't make playoffs, I'm gonna come back and look at this loss and be like, damn, this is the reason why. This stupidity. So guys, do yourselves a favor, do the right thing, speed creep what you need to speed creep, okay? Unless you know your opponent does this all the time, cool. I don't know Sarah well enough to say, okay, yeah, she speed creeps like the Creeper or something, or she'll with 12 EVs in a Mon, expecting something to outspeed by 1 and then put those 12 EVs so she can outspeed it in the end. No, I don't know that well enough, and it came back to bite me here. So that's that. If you guys enjoyed this battle, let me know by leaving a like on the video. If you guys are interested in seeing more PCL and more competitive Pokemon content, including Let's Go leagues, including Bandless Battlers League, which is just incredible. We have a massive team there with Dialga, Protean, Greninja, and a couple other monster threats, as well as this league here, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm also planning to bring back the top 6s. The first top 6 we're going to be doing is the top 6 bulky psychic types. I just don't have time at the moment because of, I'm taking 3 ridiculously difficult classes and at university, and once I graduate, I'll be done. I'm graduating in a few weeks. Like, I think I have 7 weeks, 8 weeks till I graduate, which is crazy. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your answer to the comment question of the day. Make sure to check out Sarah's side of the battle. Her link is in the description, just like the rest of the coaches in the PCL. And make sure to go check out the PCL and myself on Twitter. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.